Things are quiet, we love it. And so it's quiet and beautiful today. So it's fantastic. From the mountaintops to the seashore, you're going to have great weather coming out for today. Speaking of the Atlantic cyclone names, let's talk about it. Of course, we had Andrea, and then you had Barry, and now we're waiting for Chantal. Chantal will be the next named storm, and Dorian, Erin, Fernand, Gabriel, so on and so forth down the list. Those are the names on this year's list, the 2019 list. So let's take a look at the numbers right now, and the numbers mostly all in the 50s, lower 60s in Boston. We've got some 40s in some of the deeper valley locations where there is some fog, some ground fog has formed in places and parts of the Connecticut River Valley. We're looking at cool air up in Canada, and it looks like that is taking charge for sure. We'll have another cool night coming up tonight, but not quite as cool as it is this morning. And it's going to warm up very nicely in this dry air mass. It's going to warm up with a nice warming trend taking place, getting up to lower 80s today, and that's warmer in areas northwest of Boston. It only got to the upper 70s yesterday. In some places only middle 70s, going to go to the lower 80s in many spots. It may be held down closer to or just under 80 right along the New England south coast, right at the coastline there, as there's more of a southwesterly component there, but generally a westerly wind. There's just a chance of a little local sea breeze at east-facing beaches this afternoon, as the dew points will be holding steady or even dropping a little bit to the upper 40s to lower 50s for today, and that's really nice. And the trend shows that that dry air will continue tomorrow as well, even though it ramps up just a tad, and nearly takes a quantum leap up to 69-degree dew point on Tuesday afternoon, as we'll be right on the threshold of calling that oppressive humidity. And then after that, it trickles off a little bit during the second half of the week, not becoming super dry like it is right now, but somewhat decreasing humidity. The heat is really focused in the central and southern plains, Oklahoma and down into Texas, especially Arkansas. Those places seeing temperatures getting up over 100 degrees in many spots. But for us, we've got relief, and that relief has gone all the way down into Virginia. The folks in the mid-Atlantic states enjoying that area of lower humidity, that is for sure. As we go through the day, a little bit of high thin cloudiness may show up, a few little puffy clouds, but that is about it as we go through the day, as we see temperatures going up around 80 degrees or so, and then temperatures falling off tonight down into the upper 50s and lower 60s in many of the suburbs. 80 to 83 at the beaches today, most all of the beaches. 64 at east-facing beaches in terms of the water temperature, but 70 to 74 around the Cape. High tide at 9 o'clock this morning, low middle part of the afternoon. Fine game at Fenway Park this afternoon as the Sox conclude the series with the Angels around 80 degrees at first pitch. Cape and the Islands weather just doesn't get any better than this today and tomorrow. Up in the mountains, it doesn't get any better than this today, up to 75. They had some showers there yesterday. Around 80 tomorrow, with a late day shower possible in the mountains. Perseid meteor showers will be peeking out in the next couple of nights, so take a look at those. Watch. Try to get away from city lights, but the moon is going to be interfering somewhat there because we're getting closer to that full moon, adding some of that ambient light, which we might not see some of the fainter shooting stars. So here's the 7 days ahead, and it looks like Tuesday is going to be wet, starting late in the morning and through the afternoon. Thursday may contain a few more showers as well. So no really hot, extremely hot, or extremely humid weather coming up this week, except for Tuesday when it gets pretty humid.